I'm here with Ella. It was her first appearance on the AFTV watch along. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Arsenal winning 1-0. Ella, your initial thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it panned out in the way that I kind of thought it would, in the fact that, it was a little bit cagey, a little bit underwhelming, but, we've been going through such a difficult period at the moment in which we might not be playing the type of football that we would have hoped. It's another game in which one goal is the most that we can score. One is better than none in the case that we won the game. But it's a difficult period for Arsenal at the moment. And, I have to go back to like 6 games, including today, to Man City, where that was kind of our last real dominant performance in the league. So, yeah, the 3 points is the most important thing, without a doubt. We need a little bit of momentum. And yeah, it's important that we solidify our position in the league as well.
Yeah, everything you said there I agree with. I mean, a win is a win is a win. You're beating Chelsea, you're a decent side. Beating them, stopping them from scoring, those are the positives. As a bit like what you said there, some people will be underwhelmed by the performance, but do you think that matters too much, or are you quite happy for just get the win and 3 points?
The win is by far the most important thing today, by far. The football hopefully will come. Yeah. I'm hoping that's the case, particularly because we've got some big games coming up. Fulham at home is going to be a tough game.
Shout out to Fulham, by the way, just beating Tottenham. So yeah, we're pleased about that.
Big shout out to Fulham. But yeah, that's going to be a difficult game. It might be more difficult than Chelsea. Chelsea were a little bit off it today, and we expected that. No Palmer is a big deal for Chelsea. Yeah. He runs the game for them a little bit, so that was a big plus for us. And as well, no Jackson, so they are missing a few players. But the 3 points was absolutely crucial. Like I said, we need a bit of momentum. We needed to get back to winning ways in the league, and so kind of job done today,
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone that stood out for you today? I mean, I know it's difficult. There wasn't a whole load of people that stood out. But yeah, who would you say is your man of the match today for Arsenal?
It's hard because, like you said, there wasn't necessarily a standout performance today. Credit to Declan Rice again. Every single game, literally, that man puts in a top performance. So, credit to him. He always shows up. Timber as well. I thought he had a really good game. It is hard to give a man of the match performance, but winning the game ultimately goes down to one player, and obviously Marino got on the end of that header. So it probably will go to him, but I'm not sure there's necessarily one player worthy of the man of the match performance, but inevitably it will probably go down to him.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, whenever you get a game that is 1-0 and there's not a whole lot going on, and he gets the goal that wins the game, I guess you'd have to say he's man of the match. Listen, we know he's filling in. We know he's not a striker, obviously, but he's doing his best, and he's kind of playing to the manager's plans. So I guess we've got to give him credit. How confident are you? I mean, we shouldn't really just look at this game in isolation and say, look, we've got the Madrid coming up. Does that give you good heart? But I guess I've got to ask that question. How do you think we shape up against Madrid?
I wish you didn't ask. I am nervous, but also weirdly confident for our home game, because I think we will get something out of that game. Now, whether that is enough to then go to the Bernabeu and go and advance through to the next stage, probably not. But I think we can take them till the end, and I don't think it will be a thrashing. I think people think that Real Madrid will absolutely annihilate us over 2 legs. I personally can't see that being the case. They've got the best attack in the world. We've arguably got the best defence in the world. So it's going to be a really interesting matchup. And, I hope Arsenal turn up and that, like I said, we take it to the Bernabeu and hopefully it goes our way.
No, I agree with you, especially about the defence. I mean, I think that's our 29th Premier League game this season. We've only conceded 24 goals, which is comfortably the best defensive record in the Premier League at the moment. So definitely that is our strong point. I just want to ask you, in terms of the team that took the field today, obviously we know that, well, we don't know, but we think that Saka will be back. The team to play Madrid? Because obviously we've got the international break coming up now, so literally our next big game is the Madrid game. What kind of team would you see? What kind of team do you like to see take the field against Madrid in April?
To be fair, I don't really want to see too many changes. I know earlier on we had the discussion about the front three and who we want to be seeing playing in those positions, and it's a very, very difficult question to answer because, you know, we're not entirely sure who is really best suited to what position. I really like Ethan Nwaneri, and despite the fact that he is young and people say he's inexperienced still, which he is, of course, he's very young, I think he's proved his place. I think, you know, you've got to throw him into these games that you know, when you're ready, then you're old enough to play. So it's not a matter of age. He's been playing for us. He's a key player now. So I'd like to see Ethan play. In terms of the other positions, I'm not quite decided on who I want to play up front, but, you know, I think Martinelli's pace kind of just edges it for me on the left, and then, yeah, maybe Trossard through the middle, not to disrespect Marino after what he's done today. But, yeah, Marino could be a good option off the bench, and Trossard the same, really.
Yeah, I think, listen, if we got options, that's the best we can hope for. But listen, Ella, thank you very much for giving us your views. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Take care.